Today's video is brought to you by Beautiful Halo, and you can get some good quality anime merch for really good prices, and also you can get a discount with the code MEME on your next $49 plus order. You can get 5% off with the code MEME, MEME, and on your next $99 plus order you can get 10% off with the code MEME, MEME, link in the description. Welcome back, guys. This is King of Weebs here, and this is what if Naruto had the tragic past part 3 finale. And last time we left off with Sasuke actually leaving after a year of training with Kakashi. Of course, he's already developing the Kirin. Well, of course, now he's gone to Orochimaru, and Orochimaru is training him, and of course Orochimaru wants Sasuke's body, but as of right now he can't get it because of Sasuke actually not being strong enough, and he wants Sasuke to become even stronger, so he'd be an even better vessel for him. But anywho, of course, Sasuke will become way stronger here, since he's actually putting a hold on finding Itachi. He's actually just trying to find the Naruto first. But now, after a year has passed, we skip a bit to Naruto. And Naruto, of course, he's been traveling for a year, and he's actually settled down in a town close to the village. Yes, very close to the village, but a town where not many people from the village go. Only when they're coming back, if they need to rest, they usually stay there. But other than that, they don't really go there. And anywho, now, of course, Naruto, who was actually staying there with someone who is not scared of him, someone who actually doesn't care if she dies, someone who had pretty much the same past as him. Yes, it's just a random girl. It's no Sukome, no Tsuki, no nothing. It's just a random civilian girl that Naruto met on the streets, and she was actually homeless, and just like Naruto, well, pretty much like Naruto should have been. But of course, Naruto had some sympathy and actually helped her out, and in the end, they got to know each other, and over a few months they actually started going out. Of course, Naruto still went out on missions, and Yumi, yes, I'll just call her Yumi. I know a lot of people call characters Yumi, but I really have no other name right now, and plus it's something that I can remember easily, other than Tsuki, Tsukome, freaking Saki, who knows. Anywho, now, of course, Naruto, who keeps training, and remember, Naruto is pretty much one of the strongest people in the whole entire Shinobi world right now. But anywho, of course, while he was actually traveling, he actually did encounter now it's been 2 years, 6 months before the capture of Gaara. Naruto has been traveling for, well, training mostly for 2 years straight, and on his training journey on his own, he's already mastered a few techniques that he should have mastered with Jiraiya. And anywho, now, of course, Naruto, who actually is alone, and he was actually traveling until he's actually seen someone, and a few people. It was the whole not the whole Akatsuki. There were 5 people from the Akatsuki who Naruto actually realized they were from the Akatsuki, especially because they were wearing the red cloaks. And it was Kakuzu, Hidan, Sasori, Deidara, and Conan. Yes, they actually went on a mission together as 5 people. It was actually a pretty important mission for the Akatsuki. But anywho, of course, that doesn't really matter. But Naruto, of course, once he saw them, he knew that he had to fight, especially because Naruto hates them. And once they saw Naruto, and at this point they still haven't realized that they need all the tail beasts one by one to actually revive the Ten Tails. But of course, since they didn't know, they actually wanted to capture Naruto right there and then, and they had the best chances there. And Naruto has made the name for himself. Of course, Naruto is strong as hell, and so people know about him. Of course, Naruto Uzumaki, he's made the name. And anywho, now, of course, during when Naruto saw them, he actually wanted to fight them as well, because he wanted to kill them pretty much. But anyways, of course, now Naruto who was actually fighting them. Kakuzu was pretty much the hardest one out of the lot to fight, even though that is because of Conan not actually wanting to fight here, because she was actually injured. She doesn't want to fight, especially because Conan would have been the hardest one for Naruto to fight, especially because of a confusing Kekkei. But anyways, of course, that doesn't matter. All that matters is that Naruto needs to somehow win this fight. But anyway, of course, Naruto was actually able to create a few clones to actually, counter, Kakuzu's 5 hearts, and these 5 hearts were, two of them were nearly destroyed. Then, Kakuzu had to retreat the two and use the other three, or himself and the other two that he had, the water and wind one that were remaining. The lightning and fire one were actually nearly destroyed by Naruto, so Kakuzu didn't want to use them anymore. But anywho, now, of course, Naruto. Not only was he fighting just Kakuzu, he was also fighting, Hidan and Deidara and Sasori. And of course, Sasori actually got out his 100 puppets, which, Naruto actually destroyed easily by using a wind technique that he actually learned over the 2 years of training that he did. And, this technique was wind style, wind hurricane. And, the hurricane actually destroyed all the puppets. And, Sasori was about to get out his third Kazekage puppet, but in the end he didn't. And he actually was with Conan, and he actually Rasen Shurikened the hell out of the hell out of Hidan right before he took a sample of his blood, not sample, but a bit of his blood. And Hidan was out of the fight. Of course, he didn't die because he can't die. He's immortal, and he just needs a lot of healing, to be honest. Anywho, after this, Deidara was still there. Kakuzu and Deidara start fighting together. Of course, they don't have the best of teamwork because they don't really go on missions together. But they have to do with what they have right now, especially because Naruto is, showing to be a lot stronger than, all of them put together as of right now. And that is because of Naruto being stronger than all of them put together. To be honest, he could just kill them right now on the spot. But anywho, of course, now, while this was all happening, Conan actually used her, paper release to actually go and tell the Akatsuki higher-ups, basically, the stronger people in the Akatsuki, which is basically the Itachi, Kisame, Pain, even Obito. And Obito actually decided to step in, told the other three to remain there. And, Nagato, even Conan remained, and then Obito appeared. And he saw that Naruto was getting ready a technique that he was going to use to kill them. But anywho, then Obito appeared and said, "I'm sorry, Naruto Uzumaki. I guess my men are kinda annoying, aren't they? I'll be taking them now. Have a nice day." And Naruto's like, "God damn it, I should have killed them when I had the chance to." And Naruto had multiple chances to just annihilate all of them at once. It really didn't take too much out of Naruto, and it would have been really easy for Naruto to win that fight. But anywho, after this, Naruto, who actually was actually made a name out of himself. A lot of people actually saw the fight and they ran away. But of course, now some people actually remained and watched up until the end. And Naruto had the name of Naruto was actually put in the bingo books since he's not part of the Leaf Village anymore, and he was actually known to be the the teenager who put the Akatsuki at a hold. Literally, the Akatsuki needed help from their leader, the higher ups, to actually escape. And just saying, Obito came as Toby, and Toby didn't really mean like, "Oh, my men, or my subordinates, or my comrades are just taking the piss." But anyway, of course, now once they leave, Obito actually tells them that they need to get a lot stronger, since the Nine Tails Jinchuriki is the strongest one, and if they don't get the Nine Tails, they won't be able to complete their mission, and in the end they will just fail. So they need to all get stronger, and of course they know that now. And so they all start training during the time before the capture of Gaara and everything. But anyway, now Naruto actually has had enough and actually decided to return, to his home, not the village, to his new home, uh, where Yumi was waiting for him. And so, Yumi was ecstatic when she saw Naruto again. And of course, now Naruto and Yumi spend some time, and Naruto asks Yumi if she wants to go to this village where his friend lives. And uh Yumi's like, yeah, sure, I'll go wherever you want to go. And of course, Yumi doesn't really have anyone. She doesn't even remember her parents, to be honest, because she's an orphan and everything. But anywho, after this, Naruto knew me, and just saying, it's been a few months before he actually tells her that if she wants to go with him. And it's like on the day of the capture of Gaara. And once Naruto and Yumi arrived there was a lot of commotion, especially with the higher ups. And Naruto goes ahead and actually infiltrates the higher ups. Want the hideout, but Naruto tells Yumi to just go get a hotel room while Naruto goes and see what's all the fuss about. And now Naruto actually asks what's happening, and they recognize who this is, and it's Naruto. And everyone gets kind of shook at the same time, relieved, thinking that Naruto might be here on behalf of the Leaf. But then once they tell Naruto what happened, Naruto's like, so you've already called up the Leaf? Alright, I'll be going. I'll bring Gaara back, but after that I'll be going going away. And don't worry, this is not a paid service, this is a free service, since Gaara is my friend. And after this, Naruto actually disappears from their view and goes and tells Yumi that he'll be going for a bit. And Yumi asks why, and Naruto says that the friend that he came to visit actually got captured by the Akatsuki. And Yumi knows who the Akatsuki are. And she told Naruto to stay safe, and Naruto then left. But anywho, after this, Naruto was actually heading towards where the Akatsuki left. And after this, and here, of course, Team 7 really wasn't there. And luckily Jiraiya was actually there, and so Jiraiya was sent there with Sakura and Kakashi, instead of Naruto or Sasuke. And Sasuke still training with Orochimaru. But anyways, after this, Naruto finds Sasori again. And Naruto actually asks Sasori what does he want this time. And Sasori realizes who this is, and Sasori is a lot stronger here, and so he actually brings out the third Kazekage puppet straight away. But here Naruto doesn't give a damn, and so he just kills him straight away, saying that, I'm sorry, but I don't have the time for this. And Lady Chiyo actually found out that a Leaf Shinobi is actually here to help them. And she kind of changed her perspective. She will once Naruto returns with Gaara, because there's no way Sasori and Deidara are on their own right now. They can beat Naruto. Remember, Naruto's not slacking in his training, even though it's been a few months since his training journey. It doesn't mean he's weak. He's actually one of the strongest people in the world right now. And of course, not stronger than everyone. You could say that the 7 and 6 and 8 tails Jinchuriki Killer Bee, and I don't know the 7 tails Jinchuriki's name, are stronger than Naruto because of them actually being perfect Jinchurikis. But anyways, now of course Naruto, who was actually going on his own, actually arrived at the hideout. And Naruto actually tracked down the Deidara's he actually felt Deidara's what's it called, the chakra of Deidara, and they actually began the ritual straight away. And Naruto actually took a few days after the fight, not a few days, but like a day after the fight against the Sasori. And the ritual already started, because they thought that Sasori didn't make it because he's taken so long, and so the ritual started without him. And once Naruto arrived, the ritual was near enough over. I know it took 3 days, but it wasn't really stated from what I have gathered. Some information I've all read. It might be fake, but I'll just for plot convenience, I'll say that he didn't really take a full day. But anyway, of course, Naruto arrived last second, right before Shikaku was fully taken away from Gaara. Even though most of it was, and Gaara was barely alive, Naruto came in the way and stopped the ritual by actually one-shotting Deidara. Yes, literally, there was no fight against Deidara. Naruto literally Rasen Shuriken the hell out of him, and the Rasen Shuriken literally broke through the cave and just destroyed Deidara. And Naruto called Gaara and told Gaara that everything is fine now. He's here, and then Gaara realized that it's Naruto, and in the end, actually allowed himself to faint. But anyways, now, of course, Naruto returns with Gaara's body, and here Sakura's well, the Sand Village actually asked the Leaf Village before, well, Deidara, Sasori poisoned the Kankuro. I kind of messed up there, but anywho, now, of course, after all of this, Naruto returns to see that there are Leaf Shinobi in the village, and so he decides to actually hold off actually going in there, and he actually just brings back Gaara and telling Gaara that he'll have to leave now. And so he was about to leave. He actually got to Yumi first and told her that they will be leaving, and Yumi asked isn't he going to go and see his friend, and Naruto said that he wishes he could, but something came up, and there are people he doesn't want to meet up with, especially because they're part of his old village. And remember, Naruto doesn't hate the Leaf Village at all. He loves the Leaf Village with everything he has, but of course as of right now, Naruto can't really go there, especially because he doesn't want to kill people and get people hurt, because remember, Naruto still has the same mindset, even though it's not true. Naruto is not a curse at all. Like, Yumi is a clear example of him not being a curse. But anyways, of course, Naruto thinks that because Yumi doesn't care if she dies, but there are people who do care if they die or not, and Naruto does not want to be the reason why they die. And anywho, of course, Naruto hasn't told Yumi about this, and he doesn't want to make Yumi worried. But anyways, of course, Naruto realizes that the Akatsuki are becoming a threat to the Jinchuriki, and of course Gaara is his friend, and so he is one of the targets too. And as of right now, he's not planning to die, so Naruto will not have any mercy upon the Akatsuki. But anywho, of course, once the Leaf Shinobi arrived, Naruto was actually leaving with Yumi, and once they actually arrived, they saw Naruto, and they asked Naruto what he's doing, and so Naruto actually took Yumi, picked her up, and literally just ran. And he's like, nope, not today. That drama is way too long, and he just doesn't want to get involved with them right now, especially because he's thinking of a way to neutralize the Akatsuki, which is pretty much impossible because the Akatsuki are way too strong for Naruto now. Yes, Naruto alone cannot beat the Akatsuki, especially, okay, 2v1, he might be able to, but as of right now, the Akatsuki together are no match for Naruto, and all the Akatsuki are actually working together to capture Tail Beast, except for Sasori and Deidara, because the One Tails were so weak compared to the other ones. That one, it was an exception, but of course they died last second, and that just shows that they have to work together from now on. And so all the Akatsuki members have been moving together. The Three Tails have been captured by Conan and Pain. Those two are the only ones that can work alone, since there are 6 paths of Pain. But anywho, after this, the rest, Itachi, Kisame, Kakuzu, Hidan, they all have to work together to capture Tail Beasts, especially because they don't know what could happen. And so over time, they were able to capture the 1, 2, 3. Of course, the one has already been captured pretty much, but of course not fully. So they just say they don't really need the other little bit of chakra remaining. They don't really care. It doesn't matter. Because they found out that you don't need the full Tail Beast. Just a bit of chakra is more than enough, which is kind of OP, not gonna lie. But anywho, the three tails has been captured, the four tails, the five tails, and you know, now the Akatsuki, well, actually split up because they realized that the tail beasts are much easier to capture. And Naruto, during this time, Naruto was actually trying to hone his skills. Yes, Naruto was trying to hone a new technique, which was actually combining all his Rasengans together to create an even stronger one, combining the wind style Rasengan, Rasen Shuriken, and the scorching Rasengan, which would make a pretty strong combination move, and the vanishing Rasengan, making the Rasengan, being able to throw the Rasengan while making a vanish, which would be super overpowered. But anyway, of course, Naruto's trying to make that happen, but as of right now, he hasn't made a breakthrough at all, and he's just been training on his own. And during this time, Sasuke actually kills Orochimaru after finding out that Naruto, of course, it was seen in a village and in a town. And plus, Itachi actually, now that they were moving alone again, Itachi finally told Sasuke to come and meet him, because it was about time for Itachi to die and everything. And during this time, of course, Asuma got killed, and so they sent out a team to neutralize the two Akatsuki members. And Naruto, unfortunately, was actually moving towards there, and he saw the two Akatsuki members fighting Kakashi and Team 10. Of course, Kakashi was taking on Kakuzu on his own, and Kakuzu is a lot stronger here, since he did have the other Akatsuki members as his training partners, which just shows which is pretty OP, because now all of them are pretty much exponentially stronger. But anyways, of course, now after all of this, Naruto sees that Kakashi was actually kind of struggling against all five of the hearts, and so he actually decided to come in the way, since remember, Kakashi is his sensei and everything, and he doesn't want Kakashi to actually die. He's never planned on seeing Kakashi die or anything. He doesn't want him to die. First of all, he wants to protect the village, but of course from far away. And as of right now, Naruto is actually trying to find Orochimaru, and of course he just found out that Sasuke killed him. But anyways, of course, now Sakura was still training. She was still trying to become much stronger, and she has been getting a lot stronger over time. But anyways, of course, while this was all happening, both Naruto and Naruto actually found Team 10, and so he actually decided to go and help out, since he doesn't want Kakashi to die, like I said before. And so he actually comes in with the Rasen Shuriken, which hits Kakuzu right in the chest and kills him, which was pretty much the last heart that Kakuzu had, because Kakashi was able to take out most of the hearts. And anywho, now Naruto just says hello to Kakashi, and Kakashi asks Naruto why he saved him, and Naruto then says that he never left the village because he hated anyone. He only left because he doesn't want to hurt anyone anymore. And Kakashi then brings up the fact of the girl that was with him, and Naruto seemed pretty close to her, and Naruto says she's an exception. And Kakashi then asks Naruto if he can return to the village. A lot of people are worried about him, the fifth Hokage, Jiraiya, and Naruto then tells him that he's actually met Jiraiya a few times over these 2 years, and yes, he has, something that Jiraiya hasn't told many people. That's why Jiraiya wasn't too fast about seeing Naruto, because he actually knows where Naruto lives. Yes, Jiraiya has already found out where Naruto lives, and Naruto doesn't mind, because Jiraiya is one of the people that Naruto got close to and still hasn't died for some reason. And Naruto at this point, he actually doesn't mind Jiraiya anymore, and the only people he doesn't want to affect are his teammates, which are Sasuke and Sakura, and Kakashi. Of course, Naruto is actually searching for Sasuke, and he promises Kakashi to bring back Sasuke. And Kakashi then tells Naruto that Sasuke only left to actually go and find him. He didn't leave for any other reasons. And Naruto then tells him that he'll bring him back no matter what, and then it's all gonna be alright. And now we skip a bit to Sasuke. Sasuke has actually been fighting Itachi, and Sasuke is a lot stronger here. He's exponentially stronger, especially because he had motivation to save a friend, not only revenge, which made him get even stronger and more motivation, not only revenge but also saving a friend. And of course, over time he still needed to get stronger to beat Itachi. But anyways, now once Itachi dies, Sasuke finds out about the truth about the leaf, but he doesn't care. And so he never joins the Akatsuki. And the Akatsuki, of course, sent Kisame and the Pain to actually capture the Eight Tails. And here, Killer B actually stands no chance. And in the end, the five Kage-sama is still held, while Pain and the others, Pain and Pain and Kisame were recovering. Of course, this was held, and Obito actually declared war for the Nine Tails. And so the five great nation created an alliance, because they said, they realized that they need to capture Naruto together. They can't capture them on his capture him on his own, because Naruto is pretty much Akatsuki level strength. And that just goes to show how strong he truly is. And over this time, Naruto, of course, Sasuke actually returned to the village, and Sasuke is part of the village now. And Naruto, of course, has already learned Sage Mode with Jiraiya over the 2 years, something that he hasn't used at all, because he doesn't want to use it. He doesn't need it as of right now. And so Naruto, after finding out that the war is literally to save him, Jiraiya never died here, by the way. Jiraiya told Naruto, and Naruto told Jiraiya that it's fine. He'll handle this, and he'll be able to beat the Akatsuki. But of course, in the end, the war still happens. Jiraiya actually tells Naruto that he should go to somewhere. The Eight Tails the Eight Tails Jinchuriki was able to master his Jinchuriki powers, or his tail beast. And Naruto actually decides to go there because he realizes how worried his godfather is. And yes, Naruto has already found out who Minato and Kushina were. Yes, because Jiraiya didn't want to keep it a secret from Naruto anymore. But anyways, of course, after this, Naruto actually goes there to actually train and get stronger. But of course, after being able to master the Nine Tails the Nine Tails, not Nine Tails Jinchuriki. After mastering the Nine Tails' chakra, Naruto then leaves to actually go and fight in the war. And here Naruto still meets all the Jinchuriki, all the people who had to, other than Gaara, because Gaara still has a bit of his tail beast chakra left. And Naruto, of course, meets all the other tail beasts, Itachi. And Itachi still never gave Naruto the gift, but he gave it to Sasuke, and Sasuke could feel Itachi's chakra from far away. Sasuke actually became pretty good at sensing people's chakra. And so after he felt Itachi's chakra, he actually went there. And something I forgot to mention, Pain is still alive, so Nagato and Conan are there. And in the end, Nagato actually got betrayed and killed. Of course, Obito then kills Conan. Unfortunately, they suffer a pretty sad death, since they weren't able to relay their dreams to Naruto and everything. But anyways, of course, after this, Sasuke actually comes to Naruto's aid and actually helps him out. And after this, Sasuke actually goes with Itachi to actually stop the reanimation jutsu, because the reanimation jutsu is been hindering the Shinobi Alliance's the performance in this war, especially because there are a lot of OP Shinobi going around. And in India, Naruto still masters the KCM2. He still gets KCM2, and of course goes off to fight Obito. Obito revives the Ten Tails, and here, of course, Naruto has a lot more strength. Of course, the war was a bit similar, other than Itachi and Sasuke. Once Naruto, I'm just saying, Sasuke has already implanted the eyes of Itachi. Sasuke actually took the eyes of Itachi and took them to the village without Obito seeing them, since Sasuke was able to take them before Obito arrived. But anywho, after this, and just saying, there is no Team Taka. But anyways, of course, in the end, Itachi and Sasuke were able to beat Kabuto, and Sasuke actually decided to revive Orochimaru because he actually wanted to know what it meant to be a Hokage. After all, Danzo is actually dead by now. Yes, he got killed during this war. Yes, Danzo actually decided to fight in the front lines, and he got killed. You know by who? By Madara. Yes, he got killed by Madara since Danzo had the the Sharingan arm. Madara actually decided to destroy Danzo because he didn't like someone like Danzo to have the Uchiha's powers. The Uchiha eyes, and so he actually kills Danzo on the spot. And after this, Danzo, after dying, Naruto and the rest, well, of course, the 5 Kage actually fight Madara and get bodied, while Sasuke returns with, the Hokages, the former Hokage, and Naruto just saying, Naruto meets Kushina and Kushina and Minato when he fights the Nine Tails, and after the reunion again. Naruto and the rest actually begin the fight, and Naruto cannot die in this war, remember, because he has someone that he loves back at home waiting for him, and of course worried for him, and so Naruto does not want to die in this war, that's for sure, because he wants to return home and always be with Yumi, since Yumi is one of the people that wasn't scared to die from Naruto, and wasn't scared of Naruto and accepted Naruto straight away, especially because Naruto was kind to her, since no one was ever kind to her ever before. But anyways, of course, after this, the war kind of goes a bit similar to the original war, since nothing can really change there, other than Naruto being way stronger. And when Obito actually became the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, Naruto was actually able to take him on his own. That's how strong he was. Even with Sage Mode, Naruto was able to well, of course Sage Mode would help Naruto out even further, but Naruto was able to take him on his own. And Sasuke just boosted his power just to do some overkilling there. But anyway, of course, now after this, Naruto still talking no jutsu's Obito, and Obito tells Naruto to back off, and Naruto just tells Obito that everything is fine, he doesn't need to worry about anything anymore, and he should just join their side, since it's better for Obito. And in the end, Obito gets changed, since Naruto has gone through a lot of pain, just like Obito, a bit similar to Obito, since Naruto in the end had to leave the village as well, and Obito actually decided to join Naruto and the rest, but in the end, Madara still got revived thanks to Zetsu, and everyone got killed. I'm joking. Naruto got killed, same as Sasuke, and after this, Naruto and Sasuke still meet the Sage of Six Paths. Might Guy goes into Night Guy, and Naruto saves his life. And Naruto is pretty much the strongest man in the world right now. He can beat Madara on his own. I'm joking, but anyway, as of right now, he cannot beat Madara on his own. But now Naruto and Sasuke beat the hell out of Madara, and Naruto hasn't even got his swords out yet, because remember, Naruto doesn't need them against Madara. But once Kaguya gets revived, Naruto has no other choice but to use his swords, and so he doesn't even get his scrolls out. Well, I'm sorry. He gets his scrolls out, and once the 3 swords get summoned, Naruto uses 3 Truth Seeker orbs to go over them with Truth Seeker power, and they become Truth Seeking katanas. And in the end, Naruto still has 6 of them behind him. Yes, he didn't lose any of them. But anywho, now Naruto uses a technique that he's learned over time, and he pushes Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke, and Obito away, and actually sends them to the real world, while Naruto was gonna take Kaguya on his own. And this just showed a bit more of how much Naruto cares about them, and increased their fear for Naruto, because they knew that Naruto was always like this, and he'd rather get hurt over over anyone else getting hurt. And so they tried to get back in there, but of course it was too hard. They didn't have Sasuke wasn't good with spatial space bending ninjutsu yet. I'm joking. You know what I mean. Spatial ninjutsu yet. And so Sasuke couldn't do anything, but just wait. And Naruto on the other hand was actually destroying Kaguya with his 3,000 clones with Truth Seeker orbs and everything. Oh, of course the clones didn't have Truth Seeker orbs, but of course Naruto wasn't having any mercy on Kaguya. And Naruto's like, so you're the one who commenced, or began the cycle of hatred and everything. And so Naruto goes all out and uses every technique that he has. He even uses the other tail beast chakra and uses boil release, acid release, and lava release to increase his speed, agility, and physical strength. And in the end, Kaguya gets annihilated, and Naruto has no mercy, and uses his free sword style dragon dragon execution. And yes, that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't have a good name for it, to be honest. But anywho, Naruto then he does 3 slices, and then after that he actually turns around and summons the Chroma avatar, and goes into Sage mode and uses all the Sage chakra he can find, and creates 2 Rasen Shurikens, just even stronger than the ones that he used in the original against Sasuke's in Drozaro, and throws them at Kaguya, which kills Kaguya, and Naruto gets the Karma Seal. And once he returns Naruto then actually uses his spatial time ninjutsu to actually return to the actual world. And in the end, the Sage of Six Paths thanked Naruto for doing all of this, and even killing his mom, Kaguya and everything. But anyways, now Naruto, who is finally done with his mission, in this war, he actually wants to return to Yumi, and the village actually asks Naruto to remain. Naruto still had the sad goodbye with his father and everything, but in the end, everything is well, everything ends well, all ends well. And Naruto returns to Yumi, and he asks Yumi if she would like to go to the Leaf Village with him. And Yumi said that of course she would love to go back to the village with him. And in the end, they go back to the village, and of course Naruto becomes a Leaf Shinobi again. And that's where I'm gonna end off. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please take care, stay safe. This was the King of Weebs there, and don't forget to subscribe to Ratreet, Miniman123. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my second channel, the King of Noobs, and also my friend Hxmesh, go support him. He's taking a break, but of course he'll return. And don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Follow my friend Shoker on Instagram. He's an amazing artist. And more ands, you can go and join my Discord server, link in the description below. We have some good time, especially when I have holidays, which is this week, Friday. I'll be free, I'll be streaming, I'll try streaming every day if I can, hopefully. But anyway, of course, the end of 2020 is coming. I hope you all had a good year. I know some of you lost some, loved ones and everything, and my love goes to you all. And don't forget, never bring yourself down. Never, always have a smile on your face, and don't be sad about things that happened this year. Always look forward to the next year, 2021. Hopefully it's better. I pray it's better. And 2020 has been a wild ride. I had corona myself, and it was not fun. 2 weeks at home, missed out quite a bit in my school, in school, and it kind of fucked up my school schedule, to be honest. And plus, I lost a lot I missed a really important lesson in science, which I didn't know how to do afterwards. That came back to bite my ass. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. Please stay safe. This was the King of Weebs here, and hashtag end of 2020 if you got up to here, and peace.